Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the University Trojans play host to the Aledo Bearcats. I'm Lark Smith, along with the coach, Butch Henry. Coach, a tall order for the Trojans tonight, the number one ranked team in the state, the Aledo Bearcats.
Yes, they are. They're pretty salty, and you remember the old Bible story about David and Goliath, and they had a movie about it. We got a sequel tonight. We got University is going to be David, Aledo is Goliath, and I'll tell you what, but Johnny Tusa always said, where there's a great challenge, there's a great reward. They have a challenge tonight. How much their star running back, Jace McClellan, will play tonight, I don't know. They may try to rest him, but he's been a 4-year starter, and he's already committed to Oklahoma. This is a good football team. They've won 8 state titles, Lark. So University, if they can pull off the upset tonight, it'll be the shot heard around the world, I'll tell you.
Certainly would be. I think Aledo has something like an 87-game win streak in conference play, so we can see if they continue that tonight as well. It's all coming up next right here on Waco ISD TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we would like to recognize Coach Joshua Brown as University High School's Coach of the Week. Coach Brown graduated from St. Edward's University in Austin with his bachelor's degree in marketing and communication and received his master's degree in education from Baylor University, where he was also a graduate assistant for the Baylor men's basketball team. He is currently in his 3rd year in Waco ISD as a history teacher. On top of football, his coaching duties include basketball, where he serves as the freshman coach. We want to thank Coach Brown for his hard work and loyalty to our proud school district. We wish him and the Trojans all the best for the remainder of the year. Congratulations, Coach Joshua Brown. Tonight, we'd also like to recognize Kristen Owen as University's High School Teacher of the Week. Ms. Owen teaches financial mathematics and AP statistics. She is currently in her 4th year of teaching at University High School. Ms. Owen attended university where she earned her bachelor's degree in secondary mathematics education. In her free time, she enjoys cooking, hanging out with friends, and going to as many of her students' events as possible. Ms. Owen loves teaching at University High School, and the students are her favorite part. We want to thank Ms. Owens for her hard work and loyalty to our proud school district. We wish her and the Trojans all the best in the remainder of the school year. Congratulations, Kristen Owen.
University Trojans getting ready to make their way onto the field. The Aledo Bearcats have already made their way to the opposite side of the field on this cool and windy night at Waco ISD Stadium. Cloudy sky overhead, a game time temperature of 49 degrees. Not expecting to get a whole lot cooler tonight, but with that northwest wind at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, it makes it feel like it's about 42 on the outside. Glad to be in the press box tonight and out of the wind. The Bearcats are under the direction of Tim Buchanan. He has returned to the field as their head coach after a stint as their athletic director and has them with a record of 6 wins and 1 loss. They are undefeated in district play, and really the only close one was the game against Midlothian that they had to win in overtime, 34-28. Otherwise, they beat Centennial 63-30, topped Everman 42-13. Also beat Burleson 27-21, and last week they shut out Cleburne 45-0. They only had 2 non-district games like everybody else in this district. They lost to 6A Denton Geyer by just 3 points, 60-57. And then they took on one of those university teams from the country of Mexico and won that one 63-0. Waco University Trojans, meanwhile, come in 4-3 on the year, 2-3 in district play. They won their 2 non-district games over Waco and Travis. Then they lost 2 games in district play to start district action against Burleson and Cleburne. They won 2 in a row over Joshua and Seguin, but last week dropped a 42-12 decision to Burleson Centennial. Junior ROTC is presenting the colors at midfield. Let's join our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse, for our national anthem.
Cadet Private First Class Gilbert Gonzalez. and Cadet Private Matthew Benavides. Junior ROTC instructors are Senior Army Instructor First Sergeant Leonard Montelongo Jr. and Sergeant First Class Marcus Hayner. As we prepare to honor our country with the playing of the national anthem, please join us in a moment of silence as we honor our servicemen and women that selflessly give of themselves to give us the freedom we cherish and oftentimes take for granted. Thank you. God bless our troops, God bless our fallen heroes, and God bless America. We'd like to ask that both teams and fans face the colors on the field and remain standing during the recessional as the colors make their way off the field. Immediately following the national anthem will be Texas, Our Texas, so show your Texas pride and sing along. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem led by the University High School Band under the direction of Archie Hatton IV. Texas, Our Texas. Please sing along.
Texas, our Texas, all hail the mighty state. Texas, our Texas, so wonderful, so great. Boldest and grandest, withstanding every test. Oh, empire wide and glorious, you stand supremely blessed. God bless you, Texas, and keep you brave and strong, that you may grow in power and worth throughout the ages long. God bless you, Texas, and keep you brave and strong, that you may grow in power and worth throughout the ages long.
Our captains are about to meet at midfield for the pregame coin toss. Coach, who are our officials and where are they from?
They're from the Waco chapter. The referee tonight is Randy Dale, umpire Jim Murphy, linesman is Todd Denton, line judge is Delvin Harris, and the back judge is Travis Walker. With the 5A district the university's in, they use Waco officials when they're here. If they went to Aledo, they'd use their officials, whatever their chapter is. But the 6A district, they use College Station, Austin, whatever.
Captains tonight for the University Trojans. Number 1, Jeremiah Stroop. Number 7, Mike Lambert. Number 10, Jacob Bryant. And number 6, Corey Sandoff. For the Aledo Bearcats, their quarterback, number 4, Jake Bishop. Number 8, Max Lucas. Number 66, Logan Michael. And number 67, Aiden Hayes. That is their captains for this evening. Again, the wind is more of a crosswind than a true north-south wind. So the wind's not going to be a plus factor one way or the other, really, for either team.
I know that their outstanding running back, Jason McClellan, is one of their captains, but I don't even know he made the trip. I understand he's injured and will not play. I was looking forward to watching him play because he's committed to Oklahoma, so he must be pretty good.
Trojans have won the toss and elected to defer. So Aledo will take the football, and that'll give the wind, what little bit of wind there's blowing from north to south, to the Trojans in the first quarter. So we will get to see the Aledo offense to begin the game. They're led by their quarterback, Jake Bishop. He's just 5'9" and 180 pounds, but Coach, he completes 77% of his passes.
He's a 3-year starter. I think he's thrown something like 20 touchdown passes and only 1 interception. That's pretty impressive to me.
He's definitely on target. His favorite receiver is either number 1, JoJo Earl, who's caught 39 passes this year, or number 13, Montarian Parks, who goes by the nickname Money.
And there's a reason for that. He's an outstanding player. He's already committed to the University of Utah. He transferred from Fort Worth All Saints to Aledo this year. And I'll tell you what, Aledo's had a long line of running backs. Remember a young man named Jonathan Gray?
Yeah.
I think he still holds a few records in the state of Texas, but unfortunately we will not get to see Jason McClellan tonight. I was hoping we would, but he's a 4-year starter, but they want to try to get him ready for playoffs, I guess.
Chris Balderas has it lined up on the north 40, ready to kick it away. He'll pop it up toward the near sideline, and it's taken in at the 33-yard line, and driving straight ahead up to about the 43-yard line is Money Parks.
Money Parks, tackle made by Arturo Vega that time for the Trojans.
So Aledo will start off in very nice field position at their own 42-yard line is where they mark it. Again, Jacob Bishop, the quarterback.
He's a good one.
He'll have Jordan Montes in the backfield with him, along with number 6, that is DeMarco Roberts. Or actually, that's number 1, JoJo Earl, that takes the handoff and only gets a couple of yards up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, JoJo Earl's one of those young men that has 4.4 speed. If he ever turns a corner, he's a hard man to catch.
2nd down and 8. Blocking up front for Aledo, the center Logan Michael. The guards are Zach Prestwood and Gunnar Allen. The tackles Aiden Hayes and Carter Miller. 2nd down and 8. Fake the handoff. Bishop throws across the middle. It is complete. And headed for the end zone is JoJo Earl, and he'll get there from 56 yards away on the second play of the game.
I just got through saying JoJo's got pretty good speed. Well, you saw it right there, and I'm going to tell you what, that Jake Bishop threaded the needle. That's a perfect pass. And right there, JoJo's going to the house. Good play that time by Aledo. Didn't take them long to get on the board.
Yeah, just 2 plays to go the 58 yards. On to try the point after is Miko Little. He will put it through the uprights. So 11 minutes and 14 seconds left in the first quarter, and Aledo's already on the scoreboard up 7-0, thanks to a 56-yard pass. This one right here from Bishop to Earl.
Yeah, JoJo Earl, he's quite a player. He can pick them up and lay them down, and he's only a junior, so he's got a good future ahead of him. I think he may be playing at the next level. You know what? There's only been, I think there's 5 teams now that have won 8 state championships. Aledo is one of them. Salina, Katy, South Lake Carroll, and that 6-man team, Richland Springs. So there's some pretty good company.
Certainly are. Just 46 seconds is all it took them to get the ball in the end zone. Now lining up to kick it away is Morgan Butani. Back deep for the Trojans. Corey Sandoff and Ricky Walker. It's going to come to the receiver on the near side. JoJo Carpenter loses the football, and Aledo's on top of it. Recovering it was Sam Foreman for Aledo. So Aledo has the ball at point-blank range, and the University Trojans haven't run a play yet.
Yeah, and I tell you what, they could get behind. They're already behind the 8-ball, but they could really get behind the 8-ball. As you see the fumble right there, Aledo scores a touchdown on this drive, and they have excellent field position.
Yeah, at the 22-yard, I'll make that to the 18-yard line in University territory. Bishop will have Jordan Montes in the backfield with him as he has 4 receivers to work with, 2 to each side. Looking to the right side, throws in the flat. It's to Money Parks. Or excuse me, that's JoJo Earl instead. And Earl takes it down to the 9-yard line for a gain of 9.
I tell you what, JoJo was wide open that time. I don't know what kind of scouting report they had on University, but it's a good one because he was wide open. Finally trying to make the tackle that time was Caleb Russell.
2nd down and 1. Earl and Montes in the backfield with Bishop. Earl has the handoff, slides through one would-be tackle. A cut back will get him into the end zone, and 4 plays into the game. Aledo's up 13-0.
We call this the JoJo Earl show so far. There he goes again. Oh, that's a nice move. I tell you what, it's going to be a good tackle by Gerald Price. He just kind of juked him and went in for the 6 points. So Roger Smith's got to be thinking, what in the heck is going on?
JoJo has now got 7 receiving touchdowns and 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. Going after on the board by Little. And 10 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the game, and JoJo Earl's got 2 touchdowns. Nice move there.
Yeah, very good move. Not only he has good speed, he has some good moves. Only 170 pounds, but he runs tough, and he got great hands. The University's got to come back and at least try to get some type of drive going here and take advantage of Jeremiah Stroop, who came in the game tonight with, I've got him with 950 yards rushing. So if he get 50 yards, he'll get that coveted 1,000-yard mark.
Well, that drive went 18 yards in 2 plays and only took 21 seconds.
You know, people don't kick the ball off to Corey Sandoff after you have those 2 long kickoff returns.
Do you blame them?
Nope.
There you see Corey waiting back at the 10-yard line. Tani puts the foot into it, brings it to the near side to Sandoff at the 12. He'll head to the other side of the field, now find a hole up the middle of the field, has to get past the kicker, and the kicker does his job of slowing him down enough to get the posse there and takes him down at the 35.
That was a good job up front of that kickoff return team blocking right there. He was going to the left. That's the way he scored on both those long kickoff returns going to the left. So now we'll see what Jacob Bryant, Jeremiah Stroop, and company can do against this good Aledo defense.
Offense already behind the 8-ball. Jacob Bryant, the quarterback. Jeremiah Stroop, the running back. The wide receivers, Michael Lambert, Corey Sandoff, Lee Goss, and Elvin Mason. On 1st down, Bryant looking to throw, goes deep across the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for Sandoff, but a flag on the play. Marco Roberts there defending. Maybe he got there early. We'll see.
I think that's exactly what happened. I think he was kind of crawled up on the back of Sandoff that time.
Yeah, he was on
pass interference.
Yeah.
Number 6 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
That moves it out to midfield, shouldn't it? Sure enough. Well, that offensive line for the Trojans, Isaac Franco, the center, Ursu, Robert, and Jared Estrada, the guards. The tackles are David Childers and Felipe Gonzalez. Handoff goes to Stroop. Stroop has a big hole. Up the middle he goes. On his feet all the way down inside the 25-yard line down to about the 23. Nice acceleration by Jeremiah Stroop.
Yeah, once again, you just mentioned that offensive line. Give them credit. They opened the big hole. That's their bread and butter play. Stroop running off tackle. That's where they make their money. And he keeps that up. He'll hit that 1,000-yard mark probably in the first half.
He hit 27 on that one, and it's 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their 23. Right, checking the sideline for the play. Throws quickly in the flat. Ricky Walker with the reception. Gets it up to the 16-yard line. Picks up 7 on the play, brings up a 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, just a little pass out in the flat to Ricky Walker, and he did the rest. And like I say, picked up good yardage, so they're in good shape now. Looks might be time for Jeremiah Stroop again to carry that football.
It's the only running back. Got a blocking back. Delvin Mason in the flanker spot. All right, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Just going to run with it, follows the block of Stroop, and will bury his head forward to get the 1st down up around the 12-yard line. Pick up a 4 for Bryant.
I'll tell you what, if the Trojans can get on the board here, they have to give them a little bit of momentum, I would think.
Aledo has not been the greatest defense in the world this year. They do give up some points. There goes Stroop up the middle. Got it inside the 5-yard line down to about the 4.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd probably come back to the same play again.
Sounds like an idea to me. They can get a 1st down without getting the touchdown. 2nd and 2 from the 4.
Yeah, JoJo Carpenter went in, came out, and now he's going back in.
Well, who's going to be the quarterback here? Because it was Bryant who left. Who are they going to center the ball to, Coach?
I don't know.
It's going to be a direct snap to Stroop, and Stroop will only get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. I think they were looking for that.
Yeah, I'm thinking they might ought to put Jacob Bryant back in there, and which they are doing.
Yeah, maybe Rodney thought they were going to catch him by surprise with a different lineup. We've seen Michael Lambert in that Wildcat-type formation score a touchdown.
Yeah, we have.
Lambert will be a wide out to the left of the formation for this play. JoJo Carpenter is on the field. Now he's going to come off. Or will he?
They're kind of confused right now as to who's supposed to be where. The play clock's down to 5.
Nathan Oliveris who comes off, and now they're going to timeout going to be called by University as they want to talk this one over.
There's some confusion right there from the get-go. I don't know if they knew who was supposed to be in the game or not.
Well, you know that they've game planned all of these during practice this week, but you know, sometimes you just, when you get to game time, it just all doesn't fit right in the mind, especially when it's cold like this.
Right. We only have 2 games left here at Waco ISD Stadium. Next week, Waco High will host Belton, and then next week, University will go to Everett. I just want to let y'all know that one of our cameramen, little Jesse Maldonado, is wearing shorts. That's all I'm going to say.
He's a tough guy.
He's either tough or not the smartest guy come down the back.
Jacob Bryant back in at quarterback. Trojans have gone to a two tight end formation. But Bryant throws in the flat, and it's incomplete, intended to try to get it to Sandoff.
Let me ask you a question. What got him down there?
Running off tackle.
Okay, that's all I want to say. Thank you.
So it brings up 4th and 2 from the 4. They'll send the field goal unit out.
Had a good drive going and going to try to hopefully settle for 3. Lambert is the holder. Keep that in mind.
Good 22-yard attempt for Balderas. Line drive shot gets through the uprights above the crossbar, and the field goal is good. 7:23 to go, first quarter. University narrows the gap to 14-3.
There's a good look at some of the University High School band. Little folks out there get kind of red nose. Look like she's really cold down there.
Took 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go 61 yards in 7 plays and settle for the 22-yard field goal from Balderas. Now the University defense has got to find a way to keep Aledo out of the end zone.
Especially a guy named JoJo Earl.
Only carried it all 4 times, or had it in his hands 4 times, and scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, not a bad
They
percentage.
attempt an onside type kick, and it goes out of bounds off of Aledo. Money Parks was just about to take it upfield, but looked up and let it go off the sideline, and it'll be Aledo ball at the 37-yard line.
Maybe University kind of adjusted their defensive scheme, because JoJo Earl is pretty much had it his way so far.
Bishop has Montez in the backfield with him. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, under pressure, gets away from it, and is in and out of the hands of Money Parks.
I tell you, Gerald Price for University, boy, I thought he had Bishop wrapped up, and he just made a little move on him and had threw the pass to wide open Money Parks, but couldn't hang on.
Bishop has 21 touchdown passes on the year now, according to the statistics I could glean from Max Preps. Aledo doesn't share a whole lot of information on the internet. Handoff goes to DeMarco, and a couple of stutter steps gets him into the open. DeMarco Roberts gets it into University territory, fairly close to the 40-yard line before he's finally brought down.
That was really a nice run by DeMarco Roberts that time. Had a couple of good juke moves. You know what we hadn't seen so far, I don't believe? How many flags have we had?
1.
Yeah.
22 yards on the pickup for Roberts into University territory. Again, Bishop looking to pass. Completes it to Parks. Parks has the football and then loses it, and it goes out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Did he make a football move, or is it incomplete, Coach?
I think they would call it incomplete.
They're certainly spotting it at the 29, it appears. University coaching staff is lobbying for it not to be a pass, but
They called it complete, didn't they?
yep, down to the 29-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup and another first down. Hand off to Montez, trying to go outside. Loses one would-be tackler and then motors his way down to about the 14. Pick up a 15 yards on that one for Montez, and I believe that was his first carry of the night.
Roel Zapata made the tackles for Universities. He was hanging on for dear life. You dogs here have got to really bow their neck and try to at least hold them to a field goal in this possession.
Logan Michael, the center. On target with his snap. Bishop will run out from under the pocket. Wait, and now throws for the end zone. It's a little low. Intended at the back of the end zone for Cade Jones. And now we have an injury. Back at the 35-yard line, a Trojan going to be attended to.
I know it's easy to see from up here, but Jake Bishop, he could have kept that ball. He could have run for the touchdown. He had a wide open lane in front of him.
He was right at the line of scrimmage when he let loose of that. He's got real good field presence to know when he can still pass the ball and then not be past the line of scrimmage. It will get a good look at it again. And he gets right to the 14-yard line when he lets that one loose. Just a little underthrows Jones. Injured Trojans up on his feet, limping to the sideline. Get a little help from training crew. That's Gerald Akers, senior linebacker. Jerry Williams is bundled up tonight, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Don't blame him.
He's even got on long breeches, doesn't he?
Certainly does. It's second down and 10 from the University 14. Again, Aledo with a 14-3 lead. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Handoff goes to JoJo Earl, and JoJo's inside the 10 down to about the 6.
Yes, they list JoJo as a wide receiver, which he's very good at that, but he also carries the football quite a bit. And you see right here, he's just a good running, follows his blockers good, picked up good yardage.
Stats I show on Earl is came in with 31 carries, 247 yards, but 8 touchdowns on the ground. It's third down and 2. JoJo Earl out of the Wildcat will run it into the end zone for his third touchdown of the night, this one from 6 yards away.
Right now the Trojans have no answer for JoJo Earl. I believe there must have been a flag on the play. I didn't see it, but I see Randy Dale conferring out there with somebody, so we'll see.
They're taking a long time to decide what's going to happen here.
Well, Aledo's going back.
Blocking below the waist. Number 50 on the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Will repeat third down.
Low block takes it back to the 16-yard line.
Thought we might see it here, number 50, but did not.
So third and 12 from the 16 as the 10-yard penalty brought it back. Both penalties tonight against the Bearcats for a total of 25 yards so far. Bishop.
But watch JoJo.
A screen pass underneath. Nice spin move gets him away from one tackler. Now he carries a whole pile of purple jerseys down inside the 5-yard line. Tell you what, the guy's got some leg drive, doesn't he, Coach?
Yes, he does. But that brings up a fourth down situation, I would imagine. They going to field goal, or are they going to measure, or are they going for it? No, they're not going to measure. It's just about 2 yards short.
Yeah, 4th and 2 from the 16. They got the 10 yards back on that pass and they're going to go for it. Again, JoJo Earl in the quarterback position out of the Wildcat. Going to follow the block of Montez and head for the corner of the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. Now that's his third touchdown of the night.
I don't know whether the university was anticipating him carrying the football that much or not, but he's done a heck of a job for the Bearcats, no doubt about it. He's lined up in the Wildcat, ran off tackle. I don't even think he was touched on that touchdown.
Nico Little adds the extra point. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go, first quarter. And the lead now is 21-3 in favor of Aledo.
There's JoJo. We'll look at it again. I don't imagine we'll see JoJo for the full 4 quarters if they keep this up.
Took them 2 minutes and 53 seconds to travel 63 yards in 8 plays to get the 3rd touchdown of the night for JoJo Earl. Came in with 14 touchdowns on the season. Now he's got 17. Getting tripped up there for the Trojans was Ricky Walker. Fairly nice return. He's going to have decent field position. See if they'll go back to that off-tackle place. Here you see Walker come right up the middle, Coach.
There's a look at it. You know, they kicked the ball away from Corey Sandoff that time, which is probably not a bad move, but Walker had a good return. So I look for them to give a heavy dose of Jeremiah Stroop. Off-tackle right, off-tackle left.
Start from the 38-yard line in Trojan territory. Right and Stroop in the backfield. Lambert, the lone receiver, to the left. Bryant throwing to Lambert. He has it at the 45-yard line. Gets by a couple of Aledo Bearcats and gets it across midfield up to the 49-yard line in Aledo territory.
That's a nice play by Lambert that time. And once he caught the football, I mean, he's hard to bring down. He stayed on his feet, a little spin move there, and picked up the first down.
13 yards on the play to pick up that first down. On the Bearcat end of the field now. Walker, the flanker on the near side. Sandoff, the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Delvin Mason in at the tight end position. The handoff, though, goes to Stroop, and Stroop ducks his head and gets down to about the 41-yard line. A nice, well, they're going to mark him at the 42, but a good 7-yard run by Jeremiah.
There's nothing to look at. That's a bread and butter play going off tackle Jeremiah Stroop, and you know they could do that all night, get 6-7 yards of whack. Wouldn't take long to get the end zone.
And also run some time off the clock and keep the ball out of the hands of the Aledo offense. Stroop takes the handoff, follows a nice block over the right side, down inside the 35, down to the 33.
Well, I'd run that play until they stopped it.
Absolutely.
I'd run it until they stopped it.
Isn't that the old high school adage, run it till you stop it?
Yep.
Actually, they're going to mark him at the 32, so give him 10 on that one. And a first down. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Aledo up 21-3. Check back with the offensive coordinator to make sure that's the right play. Bryant to pass. Now he steps up in the pocket, throws, and it is intercepted. Going the other way is DeMarco Roberts. We've seen him on both sides of the ball. He's running down the far sideline and finally gets knocked out of bounds at the Aledo 40. He got called for interference earlier tonight, but he steps right in front of this one and takes it away from Sandoff.
Yeah, that was a nice interception that time by Roberts. No question. And I tell you, look at the return. Ricky Walker had a shot at him. He's kind of pushed him back.
Aledo has the ball again with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Looking to add to a 21-3 lead. So they're at their own 40-yard line, 60 yards away. Jake Bishop looking to pass, throws down the far sideline. Nice comeback move by his receiver, but underthrown. Money Parks couldn't come up with it.
I like that name, Money Parks, don't you?
Yes, sir.
But I really like the name Money JoJo.
Well, JoJo's been money tonight,
Yes,
that's for
he
sure.
has. No doubt about it.
It's just the precision of this offense that makes it so good. Everybody carries out their assignments perfect. Handoff goes to DeMarco. He's back in on offense again, and he's fighting his way for yards up to the 45-yard line. Roberts is everywhere.
He made about 5 yards more than I thought he was going to make off that play. Take another look at it. There he is. Made a nice run. Picked up about 5 yards.
He's up 3rd and 5 from the 45. Got to get to the midfield stripe for a new set of downs. Bishop looking to pass for it and completes it right at the sticks to Money Parks, and Parks backs his way into University territory down to about the 43-yard line.
I tell you what, Daryl Thomas had a shot at him. He's number 23. You look right here. Had a good, tried to grab him around the helmet. He ducked underneath. Finally brought down by Sebastian Evans.
13 yards on that pickup to the University 42. And off to Montes. Big hole over the left side. And gets it down to the 31-yard line for a pickup of 11 on the play and another first down. They get him in chunks, don't they, Coach?
Yes, he did. I'm like you. I'm really impressed with the Aledo offense. Everybody does what you're supposed to do. Maybe that's why they won 8 state championships.
My statistics show 14 different guys that have carried the football this year for Aledo. About 9 different receivers that have received passes from Jake Bishop. Bishop throws this one in the flat. Once again, it's to Roberts. Roberts trying to sidestep tacklers. Well, I'll tell you what, holding on for dear life there to his shoestrings. Gerald Price just waiting for the rest of the Trojans to show up.
I tell you what, you see Roberts there, he refused to go down. I don't think he ever does go down, does he?
No. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
JoJo time.
Yeah, he's in the slot at the top of your screen. But the handoff goes to Montes, and Montes is up to the 30 for just a 1-yard pickup. Be 3rd and 9. This is probably the first 3rd and long that they've had, but it's going to come at the start of the 2nd quarter after 1 period. Trojans trail Aledo 21-3. Now let's check in with George Snookass and what's going on down on the field with the athletic director, Johnny Tusa.
Back District 14 5A champion University High boys cross-country team. Congratulations, gentlemen. The team will compete next Monday at the regional meet in Dallas for their right to advance to the state meet in Round Rock in November. Let's hear it for your district champions.
That is your university cross-country team, and many of those runners are also members of the university soccer team. That is part of the soccer off-season, is to participate in cross-country. That'll definitely get you ready for soccer season.
I would think so.
The district champs in cross-country.
Mike Chapman's done a heck of a job over there.
Certainly
through the
has.
years, that soccer program.
Certainly has. Expect some good things out of that soccer team this year, both boys and girls. 3rd down and 9 from the University 30. First time we've seen an I formation with Roberts dotting that I, but he's going to go out in the flat. Pass is going to go to Money Parks, and Parks is going to be stopped when he gets to the 26-yard line.
That might have been Gerald Price again in on that tackle. Here, Daryl Thomas, maybe both of them had a hand in that. Yeah, there's Thomas right there. Price comes in to help him out.
You see, it's just a 3-yard pickup, so it's 4th and 6 at the 27. We'll see what head coach Tim Buchanan decides to do here. He's up 21-3. Just starting the second quarter, and looks like he's going for it.
That's too far for a field goal, too close to punt. I'd get it to JoJo Earl somehow. I don't know how.
He's in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Bishop dropping back. Looks like he's got it off to JoJo. JoJo's inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line, and he has the first down.
JoJo lined up in the slot on the right side of the formation, went completely across the field. Of course, Bishop threaded the needle and picked up the first down.
Actually, they're going to mark him out at the 18, so give him a 9-yard pickup on the pass play. So JoJo's run 4 times for 25 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's his 5th catch for the night for 104 yards through the air already. He may just stay in the locker room at halftime, keep warm. Bishop hands it off to Montes. And Montes slides by a couple of would-be tacklers and gets it up to about the 12-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Montes.
That young man right there, now he's cold. He's covered up. Barely, he got his eyes. You can see his eyes and part of his nose. That's about it.
Coming into this game, according to the statistics I could find, the running back Montes had only carried 1 time for 5 yards before tonight. Bishop drops back, plenty of time. Now he'll run from the pocket and slide forward up at the 6-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Bishop, picks up the first down.
You know, Jake Bishop is a very savvy quarterback. That's why he's been a 3-year starter for this Aledo team. And he said, yeah, I got to hang in there, so I don't want to get hit. I'm going to slide.
He's just 5'9" and 180. Not necessarily the size that D1 schools are looking for, but he would be a good quarterback for somebody at the next level. Hands it off to Roberts. Roberts follows blocks to the 3-yard line and then bulls his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
I tell you what, Roberts is a young man that's really had a good evening so far. You look at him right there on the touchdown. I thought he stopped about the 2, and he just kept plowing. There he is.
Nico Little on to try the point after. High through the arches for the extra point. 9 minutes, 58 seconds to go, second quarter. Aledo advances its lead to 28-3 on the first touchdown of the night for DeMarco Roberts. He just was not going to go down.
You know, Tim Buchanan coached his team to a couple of state titles, then he went into administration as athletic director for several years. They won a state championship last year. He decided he'd come back this year, and he's done a good job. I think once that coaching gets in your blood, it's hard to get away from it.
It certainly is. 4 minutes, 22 seconds on that 60-yard drive, and it took them 11 plays. Ricky Walker, JoJo Carpenter, and Corey Sandoff back deep to receive the kick, but the ball is blown off the tee.
I think that wind's picked up. I don't know, the flags are blowing pretty good.
Morgan Hutani, the 5'8", 140-pound kicker, has to get a holder out there to hold it for him to make sure it doesn't blow away. That's Morgan Merrill holding on to it. Coming to Sandoff at the 4. Corey looking for a seam. Gets it up to the 23-yard line, but that's it. That door closed pretty quick on him.
All right, we'll see now what the University can do. They've had very good success running Jeremiah Stroop, but then all of a sudden they get away from that for some reason.
Well, they've only run 10 plays for 76 total yards. Aledo, meanwhile, has run 22 plays for 219 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jacob Bryant, the quarterback. Hands it off to Stroop. Stroop trying to go wide. Unable to get around the corner. No gain for Jeremiah.
That's not his forte, running wide. His forte is off tackle. That's where they've had the best success so far tonight.
Bess said there's no room at the end.
Yep.
Jeremiah's carried it 6 times for 52 yards.
Well, he went over the 1,000-yard mark then, I guess. Close to it anyway.
At 27 on his very first carry tonight. Bryant once again checking for a change at the sideline. Will throw in the flat, and it's almost intercepted in and out of the hands of DeMarco Roberts. It was intended for Corey Sandoff.
Looks like Jacob Bryant is talking to Roberts. I think he ran the wrong route, so something happened there. Let's put it that way.
It was definitely more to DeMarco Roberts than it was to Sandoff. Checking into the lineup, Ruben Arachica at a wide receiver spot. Bryant fakes the handoff, and now it's going to be brought down in the backfield. Back at the 19-yard line. A loss of 4 on the play, as that one just took too long to develop.
Nice tackle by Logan Thurman that time. You see number 86, he'll come right, you picture right there. Got old Jacob Bryant, nailed him. They got a flag on the play.
See if that'll give any new life to the Trojans. They haven't been penalized yet.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, number 7 of the offense. It's half the distance to the goal, and it's 4th down.
That was against Mike Lambert. That was a huge, huge penalty. And
yeah.
I don't know exactly why I didn't see it, but
takes it back to the 11-yard line.
It's not. Is it 4th down? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was a dead ball.
Yeah.
So I have to Bryant back to punt. Guess who's back to receive? Guy named JoJo.
They need another player. Here he comes.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to call a timeout
Yep.
because the clock was down to 2 seconds. So Trojans call their second timeout.
It's just hard for me to believe the 8th game of the season, people don't know where they're supposed to be. That's all I'm going to say.
And it seems like a lot of these timeouts, and because of lack of personnel or the improper personnel on the field, comes during punts.
Yep.
Either you're on the punt team or you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Either you're on the receiving team or you're not.
Put them up in the bleachers, say, okay, give me the punt team. Everybody run out and smoke. Say one thing about these university fans, though, they're still in it, even though they're behind big time right now, 28-3. So don't take your shirt off, son. You can
Yeah,
make
it's
your
a
meat,
little cold
please.
for that, just because they got the flex cam going on.
I
the
don't care
scoreboard.
what's going on. I'm not taking the shirt off.
That's a little too macho for me. All right, punt team back on the field. JoJo waiting for it at the University 35-yard line. Coach, is he deep enough?
I think he probably is. He's not very deep, but he probably had a good scouting report. So
Good
we'll see.
snap back.
Oh, yeah.
End over end punt toward the sideline, and going to go out of bounds at the 39.
That's probably a smart play. Don't kick it to JoJo.
Keep the ball out of
Yes,
JoJo's
sir-ree.
hands.
Yes, sir.
8:26 left to go, second quarter. Aledo has the ball in a 28-3 lead. And they're in University territory at the Trojans' 39-yard line. Jake Bishop still at quarterback. Montez and Earl, the two running backs in the backfield with him. JoJo faked the handoff to JoJo. Throw in the flat. It's complete to DeMarco Roberts, or excuse me, that's number 5, not 6.
Horse collar tackle is what brought the flag out, I believe. Once again, Daryl Thomas had a good shot at him at the line of scrimmage. You see it right here, just could not make the tackle. You're going to see the horse collar right there.
Cade Jones got it down to the 19-yard line, or is it, no, the 16-yard line for a pickup of 23.
Personal foul. Face mask. The offense be 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Well, I didn't see that. I thought it was a horse collar.
Now they call the face mask on Aledo.
Yes. I'm going to see if we see it here. Anywhere. Yeah,
Oh,
right there.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
So that's coming back.
If you watch the referee's pants down there, they're blowing pretty good. That wind must be a little stronger down the field than we think it is. You think we can do the post game up here tonight?
That'd be okay by me. They moved it back to the 28-yard line. JoJo has the ball. JoJo has a lot of yardage and is down to about the 11-yard line.
So far, University has had no answer for JoJo Earl. There he goes again. Whether he's catching or whether he's just running with it, he's a good hand.
He brings up a 2nd down and 8 after that 11-yard pickup. Going the other way with it. Finds a seam and heads for the corner and is into the end zone for the 4th time tonight.
I tell you what, this is a good football team. And you can just imagine what they'd be if Jace McClellan was in there. You talk about between he and JoJo, that'd be pretty salty out there for sure.
Like I say, everybody has got an assignment and they carry out that assignment perfectly. And it just continues to roll up points.
Just a rich tradition up at Aledo, no doubt about it.
Extra point is good as well. 7:46 left to go in the first half. Aledo's lead now is 35-3.
Is Jonathan Gray, did he play in the NFL? What do you know, Lord?
I'm not aware. I'm pretty sure he went somewhere, but I don't know that he played that much because I haven't heard his name that much.
All right. They got an umbrella. Is it raining down there? Big umbrella. Look at that rascal.
Yeah, they're just trying to stay in the shade.
Oh, try to keep that wind off, I guess.
There you go. 40 seconds is all it took to go 39 yards in 2 plays, and they even overcame the face mask penalty. They've scored every time they've had the football. Sandoff has it at the 3. Coming to the left. Now cuts it back and through an opening. A burst of speed will get him up to the 32-yard line. Just maybe one player shy of breaking that one.
Yeah, that was a good return by Corey Sandoff. Take another look at it right there. Had some good blocking up front. Right there, I thought he might make one more move, but he got caught from behind by Nathan Finger.
So from the 32-yard line, University trying to get some more points on the board before halftime.
Sandoff's been pretty quiet tonight as far as receiving, hasn't he?
He's being covered by DeMarco Roberts at the top of the screen. Handoff goes to Stroop. He cuts it right up the middle, and that's where his yards have been tonight, and he gets it all the way up to the 40 for an 8-yard pickup.
Once again, I'd give him, it'd be a heavy dose of Jeremiah Stroop off tackle right, off tackle left. I'd keep the chains moving, He's going to pick up some yards as long as he stays between the tackles.
Jeremiah has it again, goes off right tackle this time and has 3 yards up to the 43, but has picked up a first down.
Now that young guy's just cute as a speck of puppy. Look at her.
And warm, too.
Yeah. That pink headband or whatever that thing's called, hoodie, I guess.
Yeah, she's got on that parka. Staying warm.
You know the lingo, don't you?
Occasionally. Passing the flat to Walker, and Walker trying to sidestep a tackler and unable to do so. Will get it up for a 2-yard gain to the 45.
That was a nice tackle that time. That's at the Nathan Finger again. He's played well for Aledo tonight. That's a good tackle, one-on-one.
Yeah. Defense is a very sure tackling team. Checking in at a linebacker spot is Nolan Garcia, a 6'2", 180-pound junior, number 27. They give it to Sandoff on a jet sweep, and Sandoff is buried in the backfield back to the 40-yard line. 5-yard loss on that jet sweep. I think they were looking for that one, Coach.
Yeah, I do too. There wasn't no doubt about that. As soon as he got the football, he was doomed.
Now Sandoff down in the backfield on one knee. Going to get an official timeout to take a look at him. I think he just all of a sudden took up a cramp. There you see Stroop running up the middle on that replay from a moment ago. And Coach, that's pretty much the play that they need to keep running.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I'd run it till they stopped it. I really would.
Sandoff on the sideline. Going to bring Ruben Arachica back in as a wide out. Now the play clock back moving again with 20 seconds left before the Trojans need to snap the ball. Straight drop back for Bryant. Steps up in the pocket, trying to get away, and able to do so, and gets back the 5 yards they lost a moment ago. Back to the 43-yard line. Actually, just to pick up a 3 for Bryant. Brings up a 4th and 10 at the 43, and they're going to have to punt the ball. Again, it's kind of a crosswind here, blowing from the near side to the far side at about 15 to 20 miles per hour.
Remember last time they kicked the ball away from JoJo Earl, which is probably not a bad move.
He's on the far hash marks, so you kick it to the toward the near hash marks, don't you?
Yes.
Play clock goes down to 0, so they're going to get flagged 5 yards for a delay here.
Delay of game
Well, they had
on the offense. 5-yard penalty remains.
They were one player short. We had Ricky Walker ran on the field as that play clock was going down. So once again, having a problem getting people in the game.
Just the 3rd time the Trojans have been penalized tonight. Bryant gets it away under a rush, gets away from Earl as well. It takes a Aledo bounce, and University's going to kill it at the Bearcat 39-yard line.
Mike Lambert finally decided, oh, that thing's bouncing the wrong way. I'm going to go kill it now. Aledo has plenty of time, a little bit over 4 minutes left. As they lead 35-3, you see there on your screen. There's been no answer tonight for JoJo Earl. I mean, that guy has done it all tonight. Somehow, some way, University's got to figure out how to corral him.
Bishop looking to pass, has a man wide open and hits him. That's Miko Little, who's finally forced out of bounds. Somewhere around the 15-yard line.
How was he that wide open, Mark? Missed assignment somewhere?
Has to be.
Well, Little was wide open. Finally knocked out of bounds by Jamarius Bailey.
A 46-yard pass play. Bishop again back to pass. Avoids the rush. Out of the pocket. Throws, and it's complete to, guess who?
I give up.
Joe Earl for the touchdown.
There's a good look at Bishop. He was nearly sacked. He got away. And good pass to JoJo Earl. I doubt seriously if we'll see much of JoJo Earl or Jake Bishop the second half.
Miko Little to put on the point after, and does so successfully. 3:53 left to go, first half. And Aledo on top, 42-3. I mean, that's just a strike.
Yeah, he just threw a perfect pass. It doesn't even have to be too perfect because JoJo's going to catch it if it's close to him. And once he catches it, he's very dangerous.
Well, gee, that took them all of 20 seconds to go 61 yards in 2 plays. They can strike pretty quick.
Yes, they can. You have another young man, defensive back number 7 for Aledo, Brian Allen. He transferred from Fort Worth Southwest. And they have, of course, Money Parks transferred from Fort Worth All Saints. So they got a few transfers on this team.
I thought that was against the rules to transfer for athletic purposes.
Hey, and probably not for athletic purposes. I don't know. I don't know what it's for.
A lot of new housing in Aledo. Comes down to Sandoff at the 13, gets around the corner, gets a block at the edge, but a flag going to be thrown. Actually, that was Ricky Walker on the return. But a flag thrown at the 15, usually where you see either a hold or a block in the back.
Yep. The referee's got his mic on. You hear that wind.
See the block in the back there at the 15.
Yep.
Illegal block in the back. Number 7 on the receiving team will go 10 yards from the spot of the foul and first down.
That'll move it back to the University 15. It may be their worst field position of the game.
Yeah, when you already traded 42-3, you don't need to be backed up against your own goal line.
Ricky Walker going to go wide to the far side. Pass complete to Lambert. Lambert loses the football, but is able to get it back and gets it out to the 23. Pickup of 8 on the play.
You watch this again, you'll see the pass. Brian, look at Lambert. He loses football right there, but does get it back. That happened right in front of Coach Roger Smith.
Second down and 8. Excuse me, second down and 2 after the 8-yard pickup. Hand off to Jeremiah. Tried to go around the right side, but there's all kinds of white shirts there, and they'll shove him back, and there'll be no gain on the play.
That's one of the few times tonight we've seen Jeremiah Stroop stop trying to go off tackle. Remember at halftime we were watching a performance of the University High School band under the direction of Archie Hatton IV, and the highlighters will also be performing.
9 carries for 63 yards for Jeremiah Stroop so far. Third and 2. Pump fake, and wide open is Corey Sandoff. It's a foot race. Gets a little blocking downfield, but the posse finally catches up, but not before he gets down to the 28-yard line. The pump fake freed Sandoff for the big gain.
Yeah, it did. You'll see the pump fake right there, and then he comes back, Sandoff, little fake go down and out. Then there he goes, run a little post pattern. Thought he might try to outrun the end zone too. Aledo's got a lot of speed.
.49 yards on that pass play. Now Stroop has the football, bounces it outside, but unable to turn it back inside. Looks like he's going to be stopped again for no gain. Clock rolling, under a minute and a half left to go here in the first half of play. University trying to get something more than a field goal on the board here in the first 24 minutes of the contest. Play clock down to 5. Pass in the flat to Ricky Walker. Walker cannot escape. The ball escapes him. Now let's see if they rule him down or not.
They did. University got a pretty good break. I think you make a call. No, he was down.
Yep, he was. Third down and 8 after that 2-yard pickup. They're at the 26. Another quick pass in the flat. This one complete to Lambert, and Lambert has it inside the 20 down to the 19. That's still going to be a yard shy of the first down.
Well, time is certainly not an ally now for University. Only 25 seconds left on the clock. What's all them people going out on the field for over there?
I guess we got a timeout.
Well, there's about 50 people out there.
Well, that's their water crew. They probably got about.
There must be some thirsty people.
I think they got a water person, be it water girl or water boy, for every man on the field. So that'd be 11 of them.
They have it.
Each got 4 Gatorade bottles in their hand. Got plenty of water.
Well, if it's Gatorade, why don't they have water bottles instead of Gatorade bottles?
Well, just whoever decided to give them the bottles, that's.
Okay.
But they're all carrying 2 6-packs out there.
Some of them may have pickle juice in it. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true. It might be. Well, 4th and 1 with just 25 seconds left to go, and the Trojans, I think, have one more timeout. Handoff goes to Stroop. He's going to have to fight for that 1 yard, and I don't think he has it, Coach.
I don't either. I think Aledo was expecting that, and I think they snuffed him out.
Yep, no gain on the play, so it'll go over to Aledo with just 20 seconds left in the first half. At their own, they're going to mark it basically at the 20-yard line. Trojans held out of the end zone for the entire first half of play by the Aledo defense. They were able to get on the scoreboard with a field goal. This may be the last snap of the game for Jake Bishop at quarterback and JoJo Earl in the slot of the 2 receivers at the bottom. Bishop looking to pass. Throws underneath to Earl, and Earl has a block on the edge, and now he just has 2 Trojans to beat. And gets it down inside to the 35-yard line. A fumble at the end of the play, but I believe he got it back.
They're going to have time for one more play, Laura. 6 seconds left.
Wow.
They're going to go to the end zone. I bet they throw it to JoJo Earl. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Got 45 yards on that pass play. Bishop looking for one more opportunity, rolls out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it's complete down to the goal line to Money Parks for the 6.
As time runs out in the first half. There's another look at it. You'll see. I'll tell you, I'm really impressed this Bishop youngster throwing the football. You'll see Money Parks right there. You know, he's dropped a couple of nights. He hung on to that one.
Bishop is now 10 for 13 in the first half for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. Little adds on the point after, and that's the end of the first half. Our score, Aledo 49 and University 3. We got our halftime activities coming up in just a moment right here on Waco ISD TV.
This is DeAndre London reporting from the University High School and Aledo High School football game. I'm here with Mary Oliveris, the parents and events coordinator at University High School. Mary, can you tell us a little about what's going on at University this week?
Yeah, we have a lot of great events going on at University High School, and we want to invite you. We have our Peter Pan play going on right now. It's they're doing an amazing job. It's going to be going on tomorrow, Saturday, from 7. It starts at 7, and also on Monday at 7. And also Monday we have our FAFSA night, and we want to invite everybody to come out. We have it from 4 to 7 o'clock, so right after that you can go straight to the play. On Wednesday we have our coat drive, a community outreach coat drive at Bush's Chicken out in the marketplace. So we invite you if you want to come out and join us, have dinner, and bring a coat and be a blessing. And also on Friday we have lunch with the principal. And this is something that we open up to parents. It's been very popular. You get to come in and ask Dr. Edison any questions that you may have. We introduce our staff. We have our counselors on hand. So it's been a pretty popular event, and we invite you to come out. It's from 11:30 to 1.
Well, thank you, Mary, for freezing with us out here.
It is kind of cold.
And that's signing off.
Thank you.
One more time for the University highlights. Good job, girls. And now, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and cheer for our sweepstakes award-winning Mighty Trojan Band. Your band will now perform for your listening delight the third movement from their marching show, Night Watch, featuring the percussion section. They will also perform a familiar tune that I am sure you will all enjoy and can sing along with. Section of the week is the trombone section. Drum majors are Senior Drum Major Daniela Suarez, Assistant Drum Major Jesus Berrigan, and Junior Drum Major Johnny Vacano. Drum majors, is your band ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes your mighty Trojan marching machine.
This is DeAndre London with a very special guest from University High School, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Ricky Perez, cross country for boys.
So recently, the cross country team made a district and one district. How does that feel as a coach?
Oh, it's awesome, especially doing it back to back. We won it last year, first year, made history. Came back and did it again, second time in a row. So it's a blessing that we got tremendous good runners and good athletes, and very, very special to be here.
So how is the team currently preparing for the next meet?
Well, we prepared starting Monday this week. Today was our last practice for the Friday, but we're running Monday, coming up this Monday, October in Arlington, and Monday coming up.
Well, I wish y'all all the best of luck with that, and thank you for being here today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's DeAndre London signing off.
Who is Waco ISD's fastest fifth grader? We will soon find out. The semifinal round is about to begin at midfield. Are you ready, fans? Let's make some noise. First off, we will have the girls' race. And they're off. Close race. It's close. Whoa, that was close. Now we will have the boys' race. And they're off. That's a pretty close race again. Uh-oh, looks like we got somebody pulling away. All right. Next week we will run the second semifinal with the final round in 2 weeks, where we will crown Waco ISD's fastest fifth grade boy and girl.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities. The University Trojans have made their way back to the field, so have the Aledo Bearcats. We get ready for the second half of action with Aledo on top 49-3. The statistics from the first half pretty much reflect that score, as Aledo has 408 yards of total offense on 30 offensive plays. University has amassed 149 yards on 25 plays. Most of that has come through the air for the Bearcats, 287 yards, as Jake Bishop is 13-16 passing for those 287 yards. University's most of their yardage on the ground. 15 carries for 61 yards. They've also got 88 yards through the air, 7 of 10 passing. Time of possession belongs to the Trojans, 14 minutes, 18 seconds, but the Bearcats scored 7 times in the first half, and 5 of those 7 drives were two-play drives.
Didn't take them long, did it?
It didn't take them long at all. Of course, JoJo Earl, the star of the first half, he had 7 receptions for 158 yards. He also carried the ball 6 times for 47 yards and scored 5 touchdowns in the first half for the Bearcats. We don't expect to see much of him or Jake Bishop here in the second half. Again, Bishop 13-16 for 287 yards in his first half of play. As we are underway, University Trojans get the ball first. Sandoff has it at the 11-yard line, looking for some holes, and now a couple of flags thrown, and he'll just take it out of bounds.
You know, if I'm an official on a cold night like this, the more you throw the flag, the more the clock stops. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Don't throw it.
Exactly.
If somebody's bleeding, don't throw it.
Yeah. Tie that thing to a belt loop. Don't even let it drop. We'll find out what the meaning of this flag is to start our second half of play, but University will have the football.
Blocking below the waist on the receiving team, half the distance to the goal, first down.
That will move it back how far? Take it all the way back to the 16-yard line. So that's where University will start play in the second half. Jacob Bryant, the quarterback. Jeremiah Stroop, the running back, with him. Stroop has the football, a great big hole up the middle, and carries it up to the 30-yard line and has a first down.
once again, that's his bread and butter, and he's running that play right there. Is his. That's in his wheelhouse, no question about it.
They got 15 yards on that one. Now 12 carries for 78 yards on the night. And a first down for the Trojans. Sand off the wide receiver at the top. He's in the slot on the near side, but they hand it off to Stroop, and on a reverse of field, he'll get it almost to midfield, all the way down to the 49-yard line. A pickup of 18 on that play for Jeremiah Stroop.
Look, I know that play was designed to go off tackle, and Jeremiah just decided to go outside, but he made a good run. He's well over that 1,000-yard mark now, I promise you. For the year, not the game.
Yeah. Pass intended for Sandoff. They're going to call that an incomplete forward pass and not a lateral, which is to the advantage of the Trojans.
Pretty close, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Second and 10 from the University 49. Rush up the middle is going to get to Bryant. Getting into the backfield quickly. Number 61, Oliver Crow, from his defensive tackle spot.
Somebody missed the block because Crow got in there awfully quick. This puts the University in a precarious position here. They're not a third and long type ball club.
Bryant lost 7 on the play. He's up 3rd and 17. Sounds like a Corey Sandoff play. He and Lambert are the two receivers to the left of the formation. The handoff, though, goes to Stroop. Gets around the one would-be tackler, but then tripped up. Good tackle at the ankles by Nathan Finger. Drops him for a 2-yard loss back to the 40.
Look, it's time to punt the football, I assume. Let's see if they get the right personnel. They're going to go with what they got out there right now. Are they going for this 4th down?
Well, Bryant is your punter.
They're going to kick it, surely to goodness.
They might quick kick it. They may try to get a offside penalty here to maybe get a few yards out of it, but it's 4th and 17. Now they drop back a step and do the quick kick, and it's partially blocked or off the side of his foot, one of the two. It's covered up by the Bearcats at the 37-yard line. Coach, that's a -3 punt.
Yeah, if we see it again, I don't know whether it was blocked or actually it hit Jeremiah Stroop in the back, I believe.
Certainly did.
It did do that.
So a -3 punt gives Aledo the ball with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Trying to add to their halftime lead of 49-3. They're at the University 37-yard line. Bishop is at quarterback. He hits Money across the middle. He gets it all the way down inside the 15, down to the 13 for a 24-yard gain.
There is the principal of University High School.
Ricky Edison.
Oh, Ricky, yes, sir, Ricky.
Dr. Ricky.
Dr. Ricky Edison. Where did he come from, Aquila or Abilene?
He was out of Aquila. He is a University High School graduate, though.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 13. Bishop dropping back, looks left, throws right, complete for the touchdown to Joe Parks. Another 2-play drive that ends in a touchdown.
Well, we didn't think we'd see much of JoJo Earl or Bishop this second half. So far we have, and there's another touchdown for JoJo. This thing has certainly gotten out of hand now, so. Clark, we even talked about maybe, I don't know if they, a lot of times on a game like gets out of hand like this, they'll use a running clock, but I don't know who makes that decision.
Yeah, we'll find out here in a few minutes. Just 39 seconds into the first possession of the second half for Aledo. They're on the scoreboard on a 2-play, 37-yard drive that's ended in this pass play to a wide open JoJo Parks. Parks has now caught 3 for a touchdown and has rushed 3 times for a touchdown. 6 touchdowns in the game. He came in with 14, so he's now got 20 on the year. Touchdown pass catches of 56 yards, 9 yards, and 14 yards. And touchdown runs of 9, 6, and 11. So 56-3 our score. University gets its second opportunity on offense here in the third quarter. Kick it deep to Sandoff at the 3. Got a left return on. Gets around the corner and finally rushed out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
Illegal block in the back.
Here we go
on
again.
The receiving team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Now, Coach, those flags are over on the far hash marks, and he was over here on this sideline.
Yes, sir, you are correct.
Why do they
16?
bother?
I don't know.
It didn't affect the play. I don't think we'll be able to see it on the replay.
No, we won't because it's across the field.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the field. So that'll move University back to about the 11. Actually, they're going to mark it at the 16. The first 10 from the 16 for University. They started at the 16 the last time they had the football. Stroop can't get outside. Loses a yard to the 15.
For whatever reason, the best play for Jeremiah Stroop is to run off tackle to the University's left. They've had good success with that, but not going right and not going wide.
Jeremiah has carried the mail 15 times and just a couple of yards shy of 100 yards for the game. Bryant to pass. Now up through the pocket on the quarterback draw and is very close to the first down, up around the 26-27. They'll mark him down at the 25. 10-yard pickup for Bryant.
Take another look right there, Jacob Bryant. He's going to slide right there. He might have marked him a little bit short, maybe.
They mark it wherever they start the slide, as I understand it. I think it ought to be where he goes down in the slide. I don't make the rules, but I should. Pass to Sandoff. He's wide open and jukes one man, and now it's who can outrun him, if anybody. To the 30, cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's going to make it to the house. Jeremiah Stroop goes 75 yards with a touchdown pass from Jacob Bryant to finally get a touchdown on the board for the Trojans.
I tell you what, did you see Corey Sandoff once he caught that ball right there? Now watch him make a little move right there on the defensive back. And he's going to cut against the grain right here. And he's going to the house. Good run by Corey Sandoff.
Number 22, Eugene May, had the angle on him, but he took the angle away from him with that cutback. Chris Balderas on to add on the extra point. He'll get it through the uprights. 6 minutes, 51 seconds left to go third quarter. The University Trojan offense on the scoreboard thanks to this nice run after catch by Corey Sandoff.
That was a really nice play that time. I think Jacob Brown has had a good game tonight, and Corey Sandoff, we know what he can do when he gets out in the open.
1 minute and 41 seconds for that University drive that covered 84 yards in just 3 plays. They kind of took a page out of the Aledo book there with the quick strike. $56-10 is our score. University kicking off for just the 3rd time tonight. Been kicking it short and will do so again here. The onside kick attempt is going to be foiled by one of the men up front. Making the catch for the Bearcats is Jake Steffi. That'll give Aledo really good field position. Let's see if the second team offense comes out now as they get it at their own 48-yard line. It will be Justin Rockmore, the senior quarterback, 6'1", 170, calling the plays now. Tailback behind him is Garrett Key. He's just a sophomore at 5'10", 175. Key gets the handoff, heads around the left side. Delvin Mason wraps him up, but he just won't go down. Finally carries Mason all the way into Trojan territory down to the 44-yard line.
I think we had a block below the waist against Aledo. At least I thought it was blocked below the waist. They may call it something different, but this is against Aledo.
There's no foul on the play. There's no foul on the play. 2nd down.
Okay, just wave it off.
I don't know why you throw it and then wave it off.
I agree. Let's give him 8 yards on the play for Key on his first carry. Brings up 2nd down and 2, and they're at the University 44-yard line. Still looks like the number 1 offensive line in there. Handoff goes to Key, and he goes straight ahead and just carries people with him down to the 35. This guy doesn't want to go down, does he?
No, that's a good run that time. Got the University Trojan down, but he's getting up.
Looks like an old Moose Johnson carry, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Brought down by a host of Trojans, led by Gerald Price.
Got 9 yards on that one. Rockmore takes the snap, gives it to Key again. He gets by Delvin Mason, gets around the corner, and gets to the 25-yard line. As Daryl Thomas wrestles him out of bounds. But he picked up 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's why Aledo's got a lot of depth. As you can see, they got a lot of running backs. The best running back they got's not even suited up tonight.
Still have Logan Michael in there as the center. Key takes the handoff, has a big hole up the middle, and he's down to the 15-yard line and picked up another 10 yards and another 1st down.
Finally brought down by Jamarius Bailey that time for University.
10 yards in a cloud of dust. The benefit of having that number 1 offensive line in there, Carter Miller and Colby Cox in there. Key with a couple of stutter steps, finally brought down.
Ball carrier number 33.
He's down to the 11-yard line.
Picking up 4 yards.
Picked up 4 on that one.
They're just running the football right up the middle, trying to eat up some of that clock so they can get in that bus, put that heater on, get back to Aledo.
They'll have the windows down, Coach.
Think they will?
Yeah.
They're a lot tougher than I am.
Well, they brought a new center in the game now. Snapping the ball is Zach Prestwood. Key gets the handoff, takes it over left tackle, stays on his feet. Now finally pushed back by several University Trojans, including a guy on defense who's played a pretty good defensive game, sophomore Gerald Price.
And you know what? Gerald Price should be in the running for player of the game, but he was player of the game last game.
What was he?
Yes, he was. So hope the committee will have to look elsewhere.
Key came up with 3 yards on that to bring up a 3rd down and 3 from the 8-yard line. Justice Rockmore takes the handoff, gives it to Key, and Key will only get maybe a yard to the 7-yard line and bring up a 4th and 2.
I see Quavian Mitchell in on that tackle. We hadn't called his name very often tonight, have we?
Certainly have not. They have found a way to neutralize him. So 4th and 2 at the University 7. Bring in a whole new offensive line. And we're going to go for a field goal attempt. This is going to be attempted by Morgan Butani. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Gatlin Johnson doing the holding. The kick is on its way and is good. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left in the contest. And Aledo stretches their lead to 59-10.
Got a flag on the play.
That had to be something after everything was said and done, don't you think?
I would think, but sometimes I don't get paid to think because I'm not very good at it.
Running into the kicker on the defense, it's a 5-yard penalty, and the yardage is good for a 1st down.
I tell you, that was Gerald Price that did that. He nearly blocked it, but he did not, and I think he kind of touched the kicker, so that's what they got the penalty. Now they got 1st and goal. Or do they? Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they'll have because it was 4th and 2.
Yep.
They're going to move it down to the 4, so it's basically a 3-yard penalty. Now they got 1st and goal. Rockmore hands it to Key. Key tries the middle and stays on his feet and gets down to the 1.
Number 30, straight up the middle.
He has carried every play of this drive, which started back at the Aledo 48. Picked up 3 yards down to the 1-yard line. Just chewing up a little bit more of this 3rd quarter clock as they keep it between the hash marks. Snap was a bit off to the right side, but Key's going to get it into the end zone with some good blocks over the left side. Aledo is on the scoreboard with, instead of a field goal, it's a touchdown. Their 9th touchdown of the night.
Well, that's where those penalties will kill you. Running in the kicker, gave them the 1st down, and they took advantage of it.
Waiting for the extra point team to get on the field. Still got 9 seconds left on the play clock. So again, it'll be Hutani to put on the point. And it is good. So a minute 55 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the score runs to 63-10 in favor of the Bearcats on that run by Garrett Key, the sophomore running back.
You know, the Harris poll had Aledo as a 53-point favorite.
Well, I think they hit it on the nose.
No, it's not over yet, though.
That's true. Among the statistics I was able to gather before this game from Max Preps, I do not see where Garrett Key has ever carried the football for Aledo until tonight. He got all 52 yards on that drive in 9 plays.
All University do is come back and just trying to improve on offense and keep doing what you're doing, because this game's out of hand right now, but you've got to keep working and try to improve and get better and try to get your offense some type of consistency.
It's the longest drive time-wise tonight for Aledo. Took 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go 52 yards in 9 plays and all 9 carries by Garrett Key.
That was a long drive for them, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Sandoff's going to watch this go into the end zone, so the Trojans will get the ball at the 25.
So Jacob Bryant and company will come out and try it again. I tell you what, there's a pretty good contingent of folks across the way from Aledo. I mean, they're all on the lower deck over there, but I see a couple of people up top. I guess they think it'd be a little warmer up there. I wouldn't think it would be, but it might be.
There's warmth in numbers.
But they're selling a lot of hot chocolate tonight.
Mm-hmm. 2 running backs in the backfield for the Trojans. Michael Outlaw, one of those, and I believe he just got the handoff. Nope, that's JoJo Carpenter who got the handoff. Carpenter's going to get no gain on the play. Matter of fact, he'll lose a yard.
JoJo Carpenter's young man's really got good speed. I guess, I don't know, Stroop's not in there right now, is he?
Yeah, I did not see him. Matter of fact, Arachika's in at quarterback. Looks like it's the number 2 unit for University on the field. Arachika to pass. In and out of the hands of his intended target on the near side. That's David Gonzalez. Trojans face 3rd and 11. Isaac Franco still in at the quarterback at the center spot. First team offensive line's in there, but it's the second team skill position players. A pass thrown out in the flat, and Arachika is blocking and not looking for a pass.
Yeah, somebody got crossed up on that because that was the receiver, like I say, was blocking. He wasn't even looking to catch the pass that time. So I bet they're going to regular punt forward. Last time didn't work out too good.
Right into punt. Bearcats do finally get somebody back. That's Elijah Valencia back to receive the punt. Not much of a rush. Nice punt by Bryant, sends Valencia back to the 43-yard line, but he's got some room up the sideline. Finally knocked out at the University 44.
Got a little extracurricular activities, which you don't need that. There's another look at it. That was a nice punt that time and good return.
Well, thanks to the 2 interceptions, the Trojans only had the ball for 56 seconds on that possession. And they're going to start Aledo at the University 45-yard line with this possession. Rockmore is the quarterback. Hands it off to a new running back in the backfield. He's going to be chased down from behind by Quavion Mitchell. That's Sam Foreman with the carry. Foreman's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Foreman has seen 6 carries for 22 yards before tonight, and that came last week in that 45-0 win over Cleburne. Now Garrett Key back in at the tailback spot. Takes the handoff, follows Foreman's block. Get a couple of yards up to the 43.
That should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. And give us a chance to kind of acknowledge our crew tonight.
that will end the quarter at 63-10 in favor of Aledo. Who all's working the cameras and stuff tonight,
Well,
Coach?
we got the man with the short pants on, little
Right there.
Jesse Maldonado.
There he is, right
Yeah,
there on camera.
Look at Jesse. Boy,
thinks-
Jesse, I don't know about you, son. Of course, you got Big Jesse on camera tonight, Leslie Uvalde, Terrell McSpadden, Ricky Miles on instant replay, Will Burney, audio engineer, David Ellis, associate producer, Justin Sanchez is our director, executive director, producer, all that stuff. Jesse Mateo, basically he's the boss. Got Angelina Monroy, a student intern from University, and DeAndre London, sideline reporter, and of course doing the stats night, Mr. Takeley, a young man that I tell you what, people just don't know what type of job he does. A great job.
He's got flying fingers and figures going everywhere here.
Yes, sir. Not bad for no boy in Valley Mills, is it?
No, we'll keep him. Rockmore fakes a handout, throws, and incomplete in front of his target. That was intended for Brett Frazier. Rockmore coming into tonight, just 1 of 3 passing for 15 yards. This is just the 4th game in which he's seen any action. Last week against Cleburne, he was 1 for 1 for those 15 yards.
I tell you what, Jamarius Bailey normally doesn't play defense. I don't know if they've had injuries or what, but he's logging quite a bit of time on the defensive side tonight for University.
It's 4th and 8. Bearcats going to go for it. Pass is a little short on the near side, intended for Stephen Burns.
Flag.
Is that a roughing the passer? That's kind of looks where it might come from.
Yep.
Holding. 62 on the offense. That penalty is refused. Ball goes over on downs.
The Trojans get the football with 11:50 left to go in the game, and they are trailing by a score of 63-10. They're going to get the ball in fairly good field position at the 43-yard line in their own territory. Emilio Arechica in at quarterback. JoJo Carpenter on the field with him, along with Michael Outlaw.
I don't guess we'll see Jeremiah Sloop again tonight.
Most likely not. Handoff goes to Outlaw. Outlaw trying to find his way up the field and gets it up to the 47-yard line for a 4-yard pickup.
A lot of new faces in there for University. I don't even see Corey Sandoff out there, do you?
Now they're logging a little time for the backups here. David Gonzalez, the wide receiver to the far side. Slot on the near side is Joel Garcia. Ruben Arechica, the wide receiver on the near side. Handoff to JoJo Carpenter, finds a little crease to get him up to the 49-yard line for a 2-yard pickup. Coach, how many times in our career have we had each team with a JoJo?
Not very often.
JoJo Carpenter for the Trojans and JoJo Touchdown Earl for the Bearcats. He's only scored 6 tonight. Pass is incomplete, a little too quick for the intended target, Joel Garcia, who wasn't quite in his route yet looking for him.
You know, if JoJo played the entire game, he might have had 6, 8, 10 TDs. I don't know.
Yeah. So 4th and 4 at the University 49. I believe Rodney Smith is just going to say, hey, let's go for it here. Chica looking to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws deep, and overthrows his target. Trying to get it to David Gonzalez down the far sideline. Incomplete. The ball goes over on downs.
I'll be willing to bet our committee comes up here a little earlier than that.
You think?
Yeah.
That and you may go down a little later. So the ball's on the University side of the field when Aledo takes over with 10:19 left to go in the contest, leading 63-10. Justice Rockmore, the quarterback. There's motion in the line of scrimmage at the snap, so that'll be 5 yards back.
Ball start, number 56 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
First and 15 takes it back to the Aledo 46. Fourth time Aledo's been penalized tonight for a total of 50 yards. First and 15. Handoff goes to Key, goes around the right end, and grabbed by the jersey, then fights his way up to the 45 in Trojan territory.
A couple of Trojans getting up off the tackle with Darius Lewis, and also a little help from Christopher Walker.
Give Key 11 yards on that one. Got 62 yards now and 11 carries in a mop-up roll.
Not bad.
Having a career night. He has the football again, keeping it between the hash marks, and rolling forward short of the first down by a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1. Picked up 3 on that one.
The clock continues to roll, and I think we've seen the last tonight of probably Jacob Bryan, also Jeremiah Stoop for the Trojans on offense, and Corey Sandow.
Any bets? He hands it to Key.
Pardon me?
Huh? Key has it. Goes around the right side, is around the end, has the first down, and then bangs his way across the 35 down to the 34.
I tell you, Garrett Key's a pretty good looking little sophomore, isn't he?
Absolutely. He's a load. Watch him just duck a shoulder and take a Trojan out to get some more yards out of that. Just 5'10", 175, and a growing sophomore.
Pretty tough runner, too, I'll tell you that. Real tough. Those young ladies are cold. They're all wrapped up there.
6-yard pickup gets them the first down. Key again follows the blocks up the middle and into the secondary and flung down when he gets to the 20. A 14-yard pickup there.
33.
That's probably a touchdown saving tackle by Darius Lewis that time from University.
14 carries for 85 yards for Garrett Key. He may end up being their leading ground gainer tonight. They've only handed the ball to about 7 different people tonight. Still didn't put their number 1 running back in the game. He's on the sideline with an injury, if not even at home. Garrett Key waiting for some blocks to develop. Forces his way inside the 10, down to the 8. Pick up a 12 on that one and another first down.
I think right now the Trojan defense, I don't think there's any doubt they're just kind of worn down. And they've been out there a long time tonight, and this is a very good Aledo team. I'm going to be interested to keep a watch on them throughout the playoffs, see how they do.
Definitely a precision unit. Rockmore gives it to Key. Key gets behind the block and takes it down to about the 3. Picked up 5 on that one.
The clock continues to roll, a little bit under 7 minutes. I wouldn't think that Coach Buchanan would try to throw the football anytime soon, but he might.
16th carry of the night for Key. He's got 102 yards.
I bet he's carried the ball more than that than he has in any one game so far.
Guaranteed. He has it again. Looking for a cutback lane, but won't find one. He's forced out of bounds.
Forced out of bounds that time. Two Trojans, Javarius Bailey and Daryl Thomas.
He loses a yard on that play. Back to the 4. So it's 3rd and goal. He's carried the ball every play in this drive, and this is the 8th play of the drive. Clock about to reach the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Key has it, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 33.
Just some great blocking up front to free Key. Right up the middle for the 6th, the 10th touchdown of the night for Aledo.
There's another look at it. The Key is a good running back. The line open up some good holes. They're going to try to tack on the 70th point. That's a lot of points.
Yes, sir. Nico Little waits to add the point. And it is good. 5 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game. Aledo leads the Trojans by 60 at 70-10.
Well, it is time.
I don't know what the largest margin of defeat that Roger Smith has suffered as a head coach at University. This may be close to
It's going to be pretty close.
Yeah. Oh, that's a chicken dance. She's got the chicken dance now. It's too cold for chickens even, you know what?
Chickens are in their coop.
Yeah.
That drive took 4 minutes and 26 seconds for Aledo. Going 49 yards in 8 plays, and actually they went more like 54 yards thanks to that one penalty. But it started at the University 49, got sent back 5 yards due to the false start, but then Key carried it the rest of the way on 8 consecutive runs up the middle, or basically up the middle. I think he went around the right side twice. That offensive line is not necessarily oversized, Coach. They just have great technique.
Yeah, they do.
They carry out their assignments well.
I think that gal may win that chicken dance right there. She was doing it like it's supposed to be done.
Joe Little needs a little help with the football to keep it on the tee here. Pop it toward the far sideline. Fairly decent return by Ruben Arachica there on the kick return team.
Is Ruben and Emilio brothers, I guess?
Never asked. I guess they are of some kin. Got it out to the 32-yard line. University would love to get one more on the board if they could. But unfortunately, even that won't make it respectable, will it, Coach?
No.
Arachica hands it off to Outlaw. He's around the left side. Across the 35, up to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play for Outlaw.
Thank y'all very much. Yeah, I appreciate it. I know it's cold, yeah. But y'all have a safe trip back. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Do they get hazardous duty pay for tonight?
Yeah.
What, is that an extra hot dog or extra
I got
bag
chili,
of popcorn?
I got chili on the dog.
Chili on the dogs, okay.
You like chili?
I do. JoJo Carpenter showing some moves. He gets around the corner and is brought down after he gets it into Aledo territory at the 48-yard line. Gain of 16 on that one.
You know, JoJo probably the man that will replace Jeremiah Stroop next year. He's only a junior, and Stroop is a senior. After this next play, we'll announce our players of the game.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a timeout as we got an injured player on the field, maybe.
Okay, our offensive player of the game will be Jacob Bryant, quarterback for University. Our defensive player will be Gabriel Russell. We'll be visiting those two people and Coach Rodney Smith following the contest. And I'll tell you right now, it'll be a short interview session.
Keep it down to 2 questions apiece.
How about one?
Are you cold?
Yeah. All right, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Next. Although I have been associated with some colder games, there was a playoff game over in Crockett that Mart played in. It was raining. The wind was blowing about 25 miles per hour, and it was about 35 degrees.
I guess the coldest game I've ever been at was probably Baylor and Rice.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day, sunshine, but boy, it was cold.
That was many moon ago at the old Baylor Stadium before they renamed it Floyd Casey,
Right.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I interviewed Rusty Nail after that game. It was a win for him. He says that's possibly the most miserable I've ever been after a win.
Well, it's a great name for a coach, isn't it? Rusty Nail.
Rusty Nail. Now the athletic director in Madisonville.
Yep.
All right, back to play we go. University with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, Arechica to air it out. Those long for Ruben Arechica, and Ruben can't get to it. Do we have a flag thrown on the play? Nope, guess not.
I'll just pick it up. That's all right. It's too cold to throw flag. There's a good look at it. Arechica to Arechica, but didn't quite get there. I don't know whether the wind played havoc with that or what.
I think that defensive back played a little havoc as well. Didn't let him get to the football. Pretty good positioning by Elijah Valencia. Handoff goes to Carpenter. Carpenter runs into one of his own men, but stays on his feet. Mark him down at the 41-yard line after a 7-yard. Take that back.
41-yard line.
Make that a 9-yard pickup.
Bring up a 3rd down.
Well, maybe it was just 7 yards because they still need to get to the 38, don't they? So 7 yards. 3rd and 3. My math's getting a little fuzzy in the cold. Outlaw looks for a cutback lane. It's not there. Good job of closing that lane by Jake Wins.
That was number 33.
They're in 4-down territory, aren't they, Lord?
Absolutely.
But it's 70-10, I would think so.
Loss of 1 on that play. He's up 4th down and 4 at the 42. Chica steps up to the pocket. It's closing down on him, and he's going to be tripped up. The ball pops loose, but they're going to say he was down at the 40-yard line. It's going to go over on downs after just a 2-yard pickup by Arechica.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark, I'll be making my way down, and if it goes in overtime, I'll be back.
Yeah, good luck on that. Ball's going to be at the Bearcat 40-yard line as they start this final drive. Justice Rockmore is the quarterback. There's Garrett Key behind him as a tailback. Low snap. Rockmore will pick it up and carry it up the middle of the field and get a lot of yardage out of it. He's in University territory and finally forced out of bounds. And a flag thrown. 2 flags thrown. going to believe one of those flags is going to be against Isaiah Williams, a sophomore, who maybe pushed a little too hard, maybe, for the liking of the officials. We're going to see it here
after the play was over. Personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 25 on the defense.
I don't agree with that
15
call.
15 yards, automatic first down.
That call doesn't need to be made. But anyway, it goes against the Trojans. Another 15 yards, and it's going to put the ball inside the 20, down at the University 16-yard line. Key has the football again. He's going to be swarmed by purple jerseys. Gets no yards on the play. It was a 29-yard pickup by Key a while ago. Just now got a chance to do the math there, Tank. No yards on that one. It's second down and 10. Another low snap, but Rockmore handles this one, hands it off to Key, and Key cuts back against the grain, heads for the end zone, and he is in for the 11th touchdown of the night for Aledo. Second touchdown for Key to score tonight. He has carried third touchdown for Key tonight. He's now had 20 carries for 120 yards. And he's done all that after the first series of downs in the third quarter. Extra point attempt is good. 2:02 remains in the contest. Aledo has a 77-10 lead, thanks to another nice run with some good balance from Garrett Key. 3 plays, 60 yards. Took a minute and 5 seconds for Aledo to score their 11th touchdown of the night. Aledo now 6 yards shy of 600 yards in this game. They got 324 through the air and 270 on the ground. 56 offensive plays for 594 yards for the Aledo Bearcats. University Trojans have run 46 plays for 289 yards, 163 through the air, 126 on the ground. Not necessarily a bad night for the Trojans, just a great night for Aledo. The Trojans will get the ball one more time. With 2:02 left to go. Ball falls off the tee as Little was making his approach. First, expecting a deep kick. But Carpenter, Sandoff, and Ruben Arachica all deep. Going to come to Sandoff at the 9. Corey looking for some running room. Goes straight up the middle of the field and tries to get through the door. Gets the block. The kicker's down there to closing off. And then the pursuit catches up to him. Finally bringing him down is Aiden Olenjak. Aiden Olenjak makes the stop. We got a flag all the way back, though, at the 30-yard line, and possibly a block in the back is going to bring
Holding,
this one back.
Number 17 on the return team. It'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
They call Delvin Mason for the holding penalty. So that'll take a lot of yardage out of that return. Moves it from the 31 back to the 21. So University starts at the 21-yard line. See if Rodney Smith just plans to run some clock get his ball players to the locker room here. He's looking to work on some plays. Nathan Oliveira's in at the flanker position. Chica hands it off to Carpenter. Carpenter with a good block, cutback move. Will get it up to about the 28-yard line, a gain of 7 on the play. Trojans are on the road next week at Everman before they close out the season at home against Midlothian. Just 2 games left on the schedule. Clock down to 1:15 and counting. Carpenter again with the football. Finds the cutback lane. Gets it across the 35 and carries Bearcats up to the 38. Picks up 10 yards and picks up the first down for Carpenter. Sixth carry of the night for Carpenter for 39 yards. Jeremiah Stroop carried the ball 15 times for 93 yards tonight. The only touchdown has come on a 75-yard pass from Jacob Bryant to Corey Sandoff. 41 seconds remain. Carpenter backs his way across the 45. The pat drill gets it up to about the 47. They'll mark it at the 46. 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2. But we'll see if the Trojans decide to run a play or not. I believe the coaching staff is not going to motion in a play. That will be our final play of the ball game as the Aledo Bearcats go to 7-1 on the season, 6-0 in district play, while the University Trojans drop to an even 4-4 on the year and 2-4 in league action as Aledo comes away with the 77-10 win over the University Trojans here at Waco ISD Stadium tonight. Stay tuned. Our post-game interview is coming up in a moment right here on Waco ISD TV.
All right, back at Waco ISD Stadium when University Trojans came up short against a very good Aledo team tonight. Our defensive player in the game will be Gabriel Russell. Jacob Bryan will be our offensive player. First, Gabriel, is Aledo as good as they were supposed to be?
Yes, sir, they was. They executed and we didn't.
Talk a little bit about that JoJo Earl at number 1. He was all over the field in that.
Yes, sir. We made some mistakes and we paid for it.
Being a senior on this team, have you seen this program get better each year?
Yes, sir, I have.
I know you still, I guess mathematically, still have a chance at the playoffs.
Yes, sir. We got to win the next 2.
All right, y'all go to Everman next week?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Appreciate you.
All right, let's talk to Jacob Bryan now, young man quarterback. Came in and played well. First, I got to ask you about the long pass you threw to Corey Sandoff. It's kind of a pump fake, and then he went long. That was a beauty.
That was a good play. I really like that play a lot. Corey executed it perfect, and we just got a good play out of it.
I tell you what, this is a good Aledo team. They're not number 1 in the state for no reason, right?
Yeah, that was definitely what we thought they were. But, I mean, we came out here, we were flat. We didn't play like we should, and it showed on the scoreboard.
You ran the ball a little more tonight than you normally do on some, like, I guess a quarterback draw is what it's called. But do you like running with the football?
Yes, I definitely like running the football, making plays for the team, helping out. It helps. It helps.
And it doesn't hurt you got that Stroop guy back there. He's a pretty good hand, isn't he?
Stroop's very good in the backfield. I like having him.
So y'all need to win 2 of the next 2, is that correct?
Yeah, we got to win 2 out of the 2.
All right, tell us what do you know? Nothing probably about Everman yet, do you?
No, sir. I don't know much about Everman. I just know they got a pretty good front 7, and we got to be able to play, come out.
You got to forget about this one. Get ready.
Yes, sir. Got to get ready for next week.
Good luck to you, Jacob. No Rodney Smith, so we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Well, Coach, I looked at the stats that Tank compiled for us, and Aledo was just 6 yards shy of 600 yards tonight.
Yeah, they were dominant in all phases of the game. I think that shows up on the scoreboard.
Certainly does. The scoreboard reads Aledo 77 and University 10. That's the final score here from Waco ISD Stadium for our entire Waco ISD crew and the Coach Butch Henry. I'm Lark Smith. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.